By now, I'm sure that most all of you guys have already seen the videos circulating online of Pokemon scalpers fighting each other or just going in and being absolute degenerates and taking away the entire order of Pokemon cards that are just put out on the shelves, or they may not even be waiting for them to be put on the shelves and they may just be taking them right off of whoever's stocking the aisles cart. That is a video that I'd seen the other day that kind of sparked the idea for this video. You know, it planted the seeds, and then I started seeing more and more videos, you know, because that's how the algorithm works. I liked that video, so then I started seeing all these other videos, you know, ones from recent and then ones from the past, and it kind of got me thinking, like, this is an actual genuine problem, okay? These Pokemon scalpers are out here getting into fistfights and straight up taking from little kids. You know, Pokemon, it's for everybody. I still love Pokemon cards. I still have some from when I was younger. It's for everyone. I get it. You know, everyone should be allowed to collect them. However, there is a big issue with the market right now. People are buying these cards up and then selling them for insane profits and taking away the experience that people like you and I used to have when we were kids. I remember going to the store with my grandma and I'd get a pack or a tin, and it was like the greatest thing ever. Now the shelves are empty because of people like this that are going in and buying out the entire stock that a store offers, or at least trying to, and then they go and flip them online for an insane markup. It's absurd, and it's gotta come to an end at some point. My main issue with this is that the demographic of people that are going in and buying these cards is not kids. It's not like kids are going in and hustling and flipping these cards. It is grown men, okay? It is 40-year-old degenerates that live in mom's basement that are going in and they're buying out these cards and then they're flipping them for an insane markup. And don't get me started on the fact that these people treat this like it's life or death, okay? They are straight up boxing each other, shoving each other, guarding the vending machines, the Pokemon vending machines, okay? It is ridiculous. This whole thing kind of is reminiscent, but in a much worse way, to the 2016 hype beast era, you know, Supreme Culture, Bape, and all that, where people would line up outside. And, you know, let's go back on that. They would actually line up outside, they would wait, they would end up cashing in because they invested some time. Now people are just going in and they're stocking the Pokemon card aisles like it's prey, okay? They're waiting for them to be put out by some employee at Walmart or Target, and then they go in and dogpile like it's World War Z, okay? They're mounting each other, they're jumping on each other, and they're taking what's there. They're like a pack of hyenas, okay? It's unreal. The only other time that I've seen something so similar was with the PS5 and the Xbox One X's release. I don't know if you guys remember that. I'm sure you do. It was like the biggest thing ever, okay? People were buying these out left and right. There's actually an exact video that comes to mind that I'm gonna put on the screen now of this guy with just an insane amount of PS5s and I believe Xboxes in front of him and in his van, okay? It looks like he was stealing a warehouse shipment of them, okay? It's ridiculous. Let's take a look at this.
And you guys wonder why you can't find any of these in the store? God forbid, yo.
Dude's just standing out there in the streets of what looks to be some sort of city, selling them on the street. I don't know if that's actually what's going on, but that's what it looks like. It is just unreal. To kind of go back on this, you know, let's rewind a little bit. People used to actually wait outside, okay? They would wait outside, they would spend the night in front of these stores, brave the elements, and then they would reap the rewards, okay? And I am all for flipping stuff. I'll admit it. I've done it plenty of times. I think that it's awesome. I think that's great that there's a market that we can go out, we can buy something and flip it for a profit. But when it's taking from kids and flipping a kid's item, because in all reality, let's face it, even if you're a Pokemon card collector, it's a kid's item. That's what it is. At the end of the day, card games are kids' items, more so Pokemon than anything. I don't want to be caught under fire for saying that, but at the end of the day, the target demographic is children, and the children are losing out because of people like this that are going in and they make it impossible for a kid to go in and get it with their mom and dad after school or for getting good grades, okay? It's ridiculous. What I find to be the most egregious part is these resellers, they aren't even going in and buying one pack or, you know, even 10 packs at a time. I'm gonna flash a video on the screen of this guy going in, and this is the most insufferable thing I've ever seen. Okay, there is a kid and her mom, which I honestly do think that they are reselling as well, because it looked like they were kind of grabbing and a lot of packs as well. But this guy just goes in and starts just grabbing the entire box right in front of him and just piling it into his cart. And he does have a kid with him. So you know what? People may be like, well, he's got a kid, it's probably for his kid. It's not, okay? There's no reason that you're going in and buying hundreds and thousands of dollars of cards just for your kid. That's not happening, okay? This guy is full blown buying these to scalp and resell and flip for an insane amount. Or he's going for a chase card that he's gonna go and get graded. And you know what? That's okay, but it's just ridiculous. It should not be this way. You should have a strict limit on cards.
Excuse me.
Some more. Get what you want.
I'm gonna grab it.
I'm working on it.
Birthday, so.
I'm grabbing the flats.
The class was that
Buying them all.
buying them all.
Buying everything at Walmart.
Just waiting here all morning long. You should try Port Angeles too. You go to Port
he does.
Angeles.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We all just came back from Walmart.
Do they
Buying
have
it all.
I think the absolute craziest part of that video is the fact that this guy is just taking them right in front of these people. Okay, there's other people that are wanting them. It looks like, I would presume that these cards just got set out, okay, or they've been out there for a little bit, but this guy goes in and he takes all of them. I'm gonna show you guys another video that just absolutely is the cream of the crop, okay? It really just shows the exact demographic of people that are buying these cards or camping out outside of the vending machines, waiting for the next restock. And by camping out, I do not mean actually waiting there forever. They know when these things are going to be restocked and they go to the store minutes before, maybe an hour, and they wait and they buy out the entire machine if they can, okay? Yes, that video was two grown men fighting over Pokemon cards. Pokemon cards, give me a break. It is just absurd. What I find the most insane is I remember growing up, I would collect these cards, okay, constantly. I'd go in with my grandparents, my mom, my dad. They'd buy me Pokemon cards. I loved them. They were awesome. They're collector's items. I still have them. However, I never once bought them with the intention of flipping them. I did buy them with the intention of keeping them because even as a small young man, I knew that these things would go up in price. Okay, so I kept them and I've kept them in really good condition. However, this new wave of reseller, it's just insufferable, okay? They are buying these out for the sole purpose of flipping them for an insane amount. It's not even like they're flipping them for like good cards. It's the packs, it's the tins, it's the mystery ones, okay? It's the ones that you don't know what you're actually buying. It's Pokemon cards. And because they're so scarce now, because people are buying this shit like it's the toilet paper during COVID, they're out of proportion with the price, okay? It is blown through the roof. All right, we thought gas was getting bad. Pokemon cards are horrible. We thought inflation was bad. Pokemon card inflation is horrendous. I think it's time we get a grip, we reel in, and we stand up to people like this, okay? We need to adopt this new mindset where we can go in and stop these guys, okay? Stores need to put stuff in place to put an end to this. I've already seen that at my local Walmart for a while. You could only buy so many packs per person. They need to just bring that back and put it into full force everywhere because it is just ridiculous. There's no reason for it, no need for it. It's stupid. This topic really kind of grinds my gears this just because it's so insufferable. I'm all for everyone making money however they want, you know. I'm all for side hustles, but this shouldn't be a side hustle, okay? This is ridiculous. I've said that a million times. I feel like I've ended every sentence saying that, but it is. Alrighty, that's gonna be the end of today's video. I know that this one was kind of brief. However, there's something about Pokemon card resellers and scalpers that just grinds my gears, and I wanted to make a video about it. So I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you'd like to hear me talk about in the next video. As always, my name is Zay. Subscribe and enjoy the stay.